66 million years ago, the forests of North America held a secret, a shadow that moved with the weight of a mountain. It is the ultimate hunter, not a mindless monster, but a ghost hiding among the trees. You would feel it before you saw it, a vibration in the earth itself, an apex predator, perfectly evolved to rule. It sees with binocular vision. Like a hawk, nothing escapes its gaze. The forest knows he is here. The Tyrant Lizard King. Forget the movie monsters. This is the real animal. Inside that massive skull sits a brain dedicated to smell. He can detect a meal from miles away. 9 tons of muscle and bone, powered by lungs the size of a car. He doesn't run, he power walks, an endurance march that nothing can escape. And his roar, it isn't a scream, it's a low-frequency broadcast, claiming this entire forest as his own. This is the story of the greatest predator the world has ever seen. But to understand the monster, we must first understand the machine. A marvel of biological engineering, a seesaw of flesh and bone. The massive head, perfectly counterbalanced by the heavy tail. But the true weapon is up front, a skull built not just to bite, but to crush. These aren't knives. They are railroad spikes, 6 inches long, serrated like a steak knife, powered by jaw muscles that generate 12,000 pounds of force, the strongest bite of any land animal in history. To support that heavy skull, the neck is a column of pure muscle, built to absorb the shock of impact. And then, the arms, often mocked but surprisingly strong. Vestigial? Perhaps, but certainly not useless. He is not the skinny monster of the movies. He is barrel-chested, a heavyweight brawler. The engine room, thigh muscles larger than a human being, built for torque, not top speed. The feet are specialized shock absorbers. The arctometatarsallian structure acts like a spring, storing energy with every step. The tail is rigid and heavy. Without it, he would topple forward. It is his rudder and his counterbalance. Skin impressions tell us he was scaly, a suit of flexible biological armor. Tougher than leather, the face bears the history of violence, bite marks from rivals. T-Rexes fought each other, often biting face to face. To protect vision during a kill, a third eyelid, the nictitating membrane, acts as built-in safety goggles. You can't see them, but his ears are tuned to the lowest frequencies. He hears the infrasound of the forest. And the brain? The olfactory bulbs are massive, a flying nose, guiding a set of crushing jaws. Sensitive, wet, always searching, the nose leads the way. 40 feet long, 12 feet at the hip, 9 tons. He is the size of a school bus, but heavier. He cannot run like a cheetah. His bones would shatter, but his fast walk can still outpace a human sprinter. He isn't clumsy. By swinging that heavy tail, he can pivot on a dime to face a threat. Senses, speed, power, and armor. He is a biological tank, a machine, built to kill. Forget the dry deserts of the movies. The world of the Tyrant King is lush, wet, a drowning forest of redwoods and ferns. This is the Hell Creek Formation, a vast floodplain crisscrossed by winding rivers and choking swamps. Life here is abundant, from the smallest insects to the titans that hunt them. Hidden in the branches, our own ancestors watch in silence. The Purgatorious, waiting for their turn to rule. Turtles line the riverbanks, ancient survivors that have seen dynasties rise and fall. Even a monster must drink, and here at the water's edge is the only time the king lowers his guard. a single glance into the abyss. Refreshed, he scans the horizon. He is not looking for friends. In the distance, Edmontosaurus, the cows of the Cretaceous, abundant, nutritious, the perfect prey, and the Triceratops, 3 tons of bad attitude. This is not prey, this is a challenge. But in the tropics, the weather turns in an instant. The humidity breaks into a deluge. The rain masks his scent. It muffles his footsteps. For a hunter, the storm is a gift. Millions of years later, these tracks will turn to stone, but today, they are just mud. As quickly as it began, the storm clears. The heat returns. The cycle continues. High above, the Quetzalcoatlus patrols the airways. But down here, on the ground, there is only one king. The sun begins to set over Hell Creek. The golden hour is over. Now begins the hour of blood. He is too big to chase down healthy prey in the open. He must use the shadows. He must become a ghost. His dark, pebbled skin breaks up his outline in the twilight. 9 tons of camouflage. A lone Edmontosaurus, separated from the herd, distracted by the last meal of the day. The target is acquired. Distance, 100 feet. The kill zone. Patience is his greatest weapon. He waits for the perfect moment. The wind shifts. The scent is carried. Now. Tens of thousands of pounds of muscle, ready to release. The ambush is sprung, an explosion of raw power. Too late. He hits with the force of a runaway truck. The jaws clamp down, 12,000 pounds of pressure. Bone shatters like glass. It's not a chase, it's an execution. The initial hit has done the work. There is no need to run further. The devastating injury takes hold. The hunt is over. The prize is secure. A broadcast to every living thing in the valley. This kill belongs to the king. The table is set, and the guests are already waiting for leftovers. He eats with brutal efficiency, flesh, gristle, and solid bone. He doesn't chew. He swallows hundreds of pounds in a single gulp. It is messy work being at the top of the food chain. Sated, the king rests, fueled for another few days. Darkness falls over Hell Creek. The hunt is over, but the night watch has just begun. Deep in the bayou, hidden by the mist, lies a fortress of earth, a mound of rotting vegetation, built with purpose. The king has become a guardian. For weeks, he has scarcely eaten. His only job is to wait. Finally, a sound from within. The fortress is breached, not by a predator, but by new life. They emerge covered in downy feathers, clumsy, vulnerable, a tiny echo of the giant they will become. The contrast is staggering. One of the most dangerous jaws on Earth, showing infinite gentleness. He is their protector and their provider. The killer turns caregiver. Play is serious business. Every nip, every chase is a rehearsal for the lethal future. In a world of teeth and claws, this is the safest place on the planet, against the warmth of the father. But safety is an illusion. A Dakota raptor, fast, smart, and hungry for a small meal. He was never truly asleep. A warning, a frequency felt, more than heard. The raptor is smart. It chooses life. Years pass, the fluff is gone. The awkward chicks have become lanky, athletic teenagers. They are faster than their parents, built for speed. They are the flushers. They drive the prey straight into the jaws of the heavy artillery, a coordinated family unit. There is a strict order, age before beauty. The parents eat first, the pack eats second. They practice face biting, a dangerous game that teaches them how to handle their own lethal power without killing each other. Their family bonds are forged in sound, low-frequency conversations that travel through the earth for miles. The snout is as sensitive as a human fingertip. For a creature of war, touch is their language of love. They are not monsters. They are wolves in dinosaur skin, social, protective, and dedicated to their own. There is only one animal that does not fear the king, the Triceratops, a living tank. An evolutionary rivalry written in stone, the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. He flashes a warning. Blood pumps into his frill, turning it into a massive stop sign. The Tyrant King circles. He is testing, looking for a flank, a leg, a mistake. But the wall of bone always faces him. 3 feet of solid keratin, lethal spears, a false charge, a bluff, trying to make the defender panic and run. But the tank does not run. He holds the line. The standoff breaks. 12 tons of predator collide with 8 tons of prey. A miscalculation. The horn finds its mark. Pain turns to rage. The battle becomes a blur of dust and violence. Jaws that can crush a car bite down. The horn shatters. But the defender has leverage. A massive upward thrust. They separate, exhausted. The energy cost of this fight is immense. Predators are economists. He calculates the risk. An infection from a gore wound means death. It isn't worth it. He retreats, dignified but defeated. The tank has held. He is the victor for today. In the safety of the trees, he tends to his wounds. Saliva cleans the gash. We know these battles happened. The fossils tell the story, bones broken and healed. They were the ultimate rivalry, hunter and guardian, locked in an eternal war. The adrenaline fades. Sleep is the only cure. His skin is a map of his survival. Every scar, a lesson learned. Morning brings recovery. The pain is duller. The thirst is quenched. He is resilient. He will not fight the tank today. He will find something easier. The king lives to hunt another day. The circle continues. It began as any other day. The king patrolled his kingdom. The sun rose just as it always had. But in the southern sky, a second star appeared, silent and getting bigger. The forest held its breath. Every eye turned upward, watching the end of an era. The impact occurred near modern-day Mexico. The flash was brighter than 1,000 suns. For a moment, there was only light. Then, the atmosphere broke. A magnitude 11 earthquake. The ground itself liquefied. Rock, blasted into space, fell back to Earth, superheated. A rain of bullets. The air temperature spiked. The forests of North America spontaneously ignited. Panic, the universal language. Hunter and hunted ran together. But you cannot run from the sky. Even the king was just a refugee. The fires burned out. Then came the ash, heavier than snow, choking the world. Dust blocked the sun. Photosynthesis stopped. The food chain collapsed. Then came the cold. An impact winter. The tropical swamp became a freezer. He is the last of his line, a king without a kingdom. The plant eaters died first, then the meat eaters. Hunger is a slow killer. The engine stops. The biological machine finally shuts down. The reign of the dinosaurs is over. River mud covers the body. Mineral replaces bone. Time locks him away. And the world waits 66 million years pass. The swamp is gone, replaced by the dry, frozen silence of the Montana Badlands. But the king did not disappear. He was waiting, buried in the stone. Layer by layer, we bring him back. We brush away the eons. The weapons are still sharp, perfect biological engineering, preserved forever. He stands again, assembled, studied, admired. He captures our imagination like no other creature. The monster under the bed, that was actually real. But bones are just the scaffolding. Close your eyes and put the meat back on. Feel the ground shake. Hear the warning. The king is dead. Long live the king.